Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about this Viofo A119M Pro. It is a 4K Ultra dash cam, and I've got to say, out of all the dash cams I've tested so far, this one most definitely has the best picture quality. And that is due to it having a Sony Starvis 2 sensor in it. And I don't know if you've seen that before, but if you've seen that in any kind of product, you know that the image quality is first rate. And I'm going to show you some examples of it both in low light and in regular daytime, kind of late in the afternoon. I think one of them was shot at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and another one a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours later in the dark. So stay tuned. I'm going to do an unboxing, and then I will show you the two different scenes and also show you the menu system within the software, which gives you tons of control over the image and over how you want it to perform. So I appreciate it. Stay tuned, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Okay, you'll see here the box for the A119M Pro, and you'll see a micro SD card, which they kindly sent along as well. It doesn't come with the device. It is a separate purchase, but I can highly recommend them after using it for a while. It works perfectly inside their dash cam. And the device itself is very small. It looks bigger when you look at it on the screen, but it's really small, which is really nice. I mean, literally can mount it behind your mirror, and it's not in the way at all. And it comes with some stickers and some adhesive pads or little pieces of glass or plastic that you mount on your glass so you're not messing up your glass or putting any stickum on the glass. Here you'll see it comes with all the cables that you need as well. And this is a nice addition. I keep it on all the time. It is a circular polarizer. It's not circular, actually. It's a linear polarizer. But you put it on there, and it eliminates a lot of the glare that you might see typically. And here I'm just going to show you the SD card and how it goes in. Very simple design. It's just right there on the side. And you just pop it in with the label side up. And you're ready to go. After cleaning my windshield, I applied their little applicator here, which helps the device stick to your windshield much better. And if you need to ever remove it, it eliminates any of the goo that kind of stays on your windshield after you're pulling off these 3M tape. So you just apply it square, and the device itself, or the camera itself on the front, you can kind of adjust it up and down to get it level and however you'd like to place it. So once you plug it in like I'm doing here, I'm not going to show you all the routing of the cable and everything that you can run up through your ceiling and that sort of thing, get it out of the way. I'm just going to plug it in directly here. They do supply you a cigarette lighter dual port USB-A, which is nice, and you just plug directly into that, and it comes on and tells you it's recording immediately once it turns on. And so right here, I'm going to show you, this is the route I'm taking, and this is not from the camera, but right here, I am going to show you what it looks like on the application. So I'm playing the video back, the exact same place I was, but I'm actually showing it through my screen recording of the app. And the app itself does show you, like down at the bottom, I'm going to blur out some of it, but I have the GPS coordinates, speed, that sort of thing that shows up on there. And here you go right here. This is the actual file that came off of the camera itself. I wanted to show you how it looks during, this is about I think it's 5:30 in the evening, something like that. Yeah, I'm looking down at the GPS. And it does save. It says 729, or I'm sorry, 1729. So this is what it looks like straight out of the camera. And I'm going to let you just kind of view this. This is kind of, the sun is setting. This is what it looks like just driving down a normal street with lots of shadows. And then I'm going to show it how this same route looks in darkness. And I have not messed with any of the settings on the camera, and there are quite a bit. You can change your EVs, you can change HDR, not HDR, those sort of things. I have not done that here. I wanted to show it to you straight out of the box without many settings changed at all. I didn't really change the exposure at all. This is how it looks directly out of the camera. HDR does turn on if you set it to, and you can actually set a time of day where you want it to be HDR and not HDR. I set it to start around 5 o'clock in the evening. And I said before, down at the bottom, you can easily see your metrics, your miles per hour, your GPS location coordinates, time and date, and if you have HDR on or not. So I'm not going to go through all these settings. I'm just going to let you see here where and I'm going to kind of plug through them a little bit, but you have video resolution, loop recording times, recording, your audio volume, your exposure. Here's where you can change your exposures, turn on your HDR, what time of day you want the HDR to come on and turn off, which is really nice. And then you got your shock sensor, what sensitivity you have, your time of day stamp bit rate. I had it on high, just so you know, that was on high bit rate. And you've got some, you can do time lapse recording. I have had it come on where, if you leave it plugged in and running, it will pick up the things, parking mode. That's what I'm trying to say. And parking mode works great. I tested that out. It will detect events that go on around your car and start recording, even without you being there or having your car on. And it worked really well. It was actually pretty nice. But see, you've got some other features here as well. I won't talk through all of them, but you can turn the GPS on and off, change your speed units, miles per hour, or whatever metrics. And then you've got, frequencies, languages, the random things there, Wi-Fi passwords. That's the default that comes with it. And I just wanted to say that I think this is a great device. And if you're looking for a dash cam or even an upgrade to what you might already have, this one I can highly recommend, and it's going to stay in my car for quite some time until something blows me away. But for now, this really does a great job, and I think you might like it. So check it out. Thank you.